Rail Canyon.
Eggman energy detected. Ground base up ahead.
Ground base detected ahead. Woohoo! Rail Canyon. Gonna lose all my lives. Just speeding.
Press the B button to accelerate and use the control stick to balance.
Just speed along. I don't like this. We all know I don't like this. No one likes this stage. Can we go fast? There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. Gotta just pick up a little speed there. I'm holding forward. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. I was so scared. I was actually terrified. Okay. And if you're wondering like why I'm not jumping between rails, it's because this game doesn't have a method for you to jump between rails easily. Like oh, balance and then hit A, and it's supposed to, once I have self-flooring, supposed to do that, where like you kind of lock to it, but that isn't always the case, and when it's not the case, it's instant death. So, I'll let you decide for yourself whether you think I'm a fool for not trusting the game ever, but I don't want instant death. So we're not gonna worry about that. We're just gonna head on up and switch the rails. Oh, that's scary. There we go. Okay. Okay. Come on. Pick up a little speed there. Not asking to be Speed Racer, just asking for something. Okay, we'll switch the shot. Please. Holding forward. Okay. Holding nothing. Fudge. On crackers. That's what I mean. You look at me like it's a bend. If I hold forward. This level is the actual worst. Dude, there can't be like, this game has to be just like unreliable enough that like people don't speedrun it, right? I'm sure there are people who speedrun this game a lot. There's maybe a huge crowd that does it. Because I'm sure there's several janky things that you can take advantage of in this game. Okay, holding forward. It just scares me every time. It scared me. Okay. And hurricane. I hate this level. The worst. It is the worst in every way. It doesn't work. No one program. I know. Okay, I can say it's actually for a fact that this game wasn't tested. If anyone who's listening didn't watch my other playthrough or whatever, had it running in the background, and didn't pay attention to it. According to Game Grumps, they received an email from a person who worked on this game, and they were a beta tester, and they were told that unless the game, like the glitch was actually game breaking and there was no way to proceed, don't even flag it as a glitch. You like how there's this thing right here that I'm supposed to do, and it warped. I mean, perfect time for me talking about glitches and things like that. So they're like, unless the game is literally impossible to get through. Like, we don't care if it just is really hard and makes it like only 50% of the time can you actually beat the level. We just care if it's a 100% deal. So like, there was one thing where like, if you were Sonic and you just ran into a door, apparently it would cause him like to run eternally, something like that. Anyways, So they literally didn't program any of the glitches of this game out, even if it made the game unplayable, or like unless they made the. I got one ring for that jump over. I also only hit the jump button once, and it put me over several rails. Okay. And is this what? That's in. There we go. So there is a lot of things wrong with this game.
Any time now.
And anyone who tells you otherwise is straight up lying to you. That's just the truth. So, okay. That's where, obviously, with speedrunning, you do like games that you can have fun with. And this game, you can probably have a lot of fun with. But is it reliable jank is the question. I don't know, because I don't speedrun this game. I speedrun Ape Escape. Pumpkin Prime. Which, I guess playing right now, if you haven't seen my world record of that, you should go and watch it. Because that was, I had fun with it. And I'll probably do another one of those run-through speedruns in a day or two. Hop on just to hold the world record. And we'll see. Keep my skills up in check. I got it down to hour 55. I think an hour 45 is possible. Because I messed up some things. And like I need to sit down and like practice my rowing with it. Because like it's alright. I obviously like world record. And like I'm pretty fast with it. I reliably get first place in all the things that they want. I hate this game. I hate it. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. If it's getting real late and I can't pass these levels, I have an account that has every level beaten and all 7 Chaos Emeralds. And I'll probably just hop on over to that account.
Don't worry about them. Just keep moving.
And yeah. But I'm figuring that you guys are getting enjoyment from my suffering. If you guys aren't, that's enough to make a grown man cry. So anyways, where was I? Oh yeah. But my boats could use some work.
The rail disappeared.
Oh my gosh, that's a rideable rail? Why would you make that rail rideable? Okay, now obviously it doesn't matter to anyone because this level's already screwed. Why is this rideable? Why is this a thing? There's no purpose of why you would ever want to ride that. Let me destroy that. This is like how they put in those like checkpoints all over this. This is like, I'm sure the developer's way of saying we are so sorry is by putting in checkpoints wherever they could. Go. Keep going. I'm sad that like the speedrunning community didn't pick up for the Ape Escape game because it's a party game for one, so it was never like meant to be serious. But I think it's actually a really solid title for obvious reasons. That's why I played the game. I really enjoy it. The only problem that like a lot of people have with it is for any percent is basically just retire yourself as quickly as possible by just hurting yourself. So, that has gotten it a very, a nickname that can be insensitive to some people, so I'm not going to say it here, but you can, I'm sure, watch someone's video and you'll see what they call it, refer to it as. But, you're basically just, eliminating your health bar as quick as possible. And I'm like, I understand why that's not the fun bit. Because you're not really playing the game at that point. You're just trying to go through as quickly as you can for obvious reasons. And that just means just dying over and over and over again. Okay, that's how it... Okay, you know, the jank worked in our favor. And I'm not going to complain right now because it worked in our favor. I don't know which rail to be on. I don't know. Jump, turn around. Thank you. No! Okay. Are you telling... Okay. You're telling me that's the rail I need to be on. Okay. Okay. Just take it slow. But in 100% of Ape Escape, I know. Let me go back to that topic. 100%, you actually play the game. So, what did I take damage on? No, 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 no. What on earth did I take damage on? You tell me.
The rail disappeared.
No worries.
Okay, so don't hold forward,
The rail disappeared.
No worries.
but hold forward there. And don't take mysterious damage. Got it? Good. Because, boy howdy, the game won't tell you. You have to use your life. Okay. Okay. My body can make some weird sounds, apparently. When under, stress. So yeah, that's why I do 100%, not 80%, because 80% is not really fun. But 100% is very fun because you actually get to play all the levels. Damage boost?
I think we're on. Oh, right.
I don't know what I was actually. I guess. Just jump. And I don't want to try. I don't want to even try and think about this game anymore.
I'm ashamed to call myself a
I
treasure
really
hunter.
don't. Really, really don't. So let's keep talking. So yeah, that's why I enjoy 100%ing it. I also just like the game. I also get to play as my favorite character in 100% because Helga is quicker. You can check out my tutorial for how to speedrun that game on why she's quicker. It basically comes out to be that her slingshot does more damage, and because you are trying to actually damage other people, not just damage yourself, that matters. In any percent, you do Team M, who was my main growing up a little bit, because they have a special ability where they can get double points for a victory. So you get double points on your victory, and then you can, that allows you to forfeit your other matches essentially by just ending yourself, because you still need to be taking first place or qualifying all the tournaments. So by doing that, you're guaranteed first place, but you can also just lose really quickly and still get first place. So that's why I use them. They also have like some speedy characters for you to get certain levels done. Also, win the tournament. That percent is extra dumb because
Let's get in.
it's just, it's any percent, but you stop halfway. So I'm like, just finish the rest of it, which I guess, like, I get it that, like, okay, once you beat winning the tournament, then you actually have to beat the levels, because you can't just end it by just, you know, doing yourself in. So that's where, like, oh yeah, let's make just win the tournament, because then you don't have to play the rest of the game. Which, albeit the rest of the game is repeating the same levels again, but with different circumstances. But you actually get to play for the second bit of the game. Wow. What a concept. hence why I do just the full game, because I enjoy playing the game.
Out of control.
Okay. I really, really, really hate this. Okay. A 1-up. Thank you. Actually, that made it worth it. Sure, we'll give you your final level.
I'll take it from here.
My thought process is literally, I looked and I'm like, does my flying character have their level all the way up? And they did.
Hurrah!
Okay, I learned the jump button.
Annihilate.
Okay. I'm glad that this isn't like Rail City. It's more on trains and things like that, which makes it way more doable and more fun of a level. Because the rails are just garbage.
Must be the engine car.
Leave it to me.
Okay. Punch. Destroy that. Oh.
I'll take it from here.
Okay. We jump. I forgot that, like, I like being the bat for this bit. Because if I ever mess up a jump, I can always just cheese it with her and her flying ability. Okay. And up.
Hurrah!
Let me do this. Before you guys can knock me down. Cool. And then I think, nope. I want this one. There we go. And here. I also really want to do a Ratchet and Clank speedrun. So I might stream me trying to get good at that. Because I can do a Mario 64 speedrun. But I like to do that during school because I can run it on an emulator. And Ratchet and Clank I'd rather do on my actual PlayStation 2, which I'm not bringing with me to college because it's a big one. And I could get the small one, but that just seems like a lot of effort. So yeah. I don't want to emulate Ratchet and Clank either because it just doesn't feel the same, man. I emulated Jak and Daxter. I own that game. I've beaten it every single year of my life. That game, just because it's fun. But the emulator, so I emulated it, and it was weird because the shadows were overdone. So Jak always had like a huge shadow following him from his like arms all the way to the ground, not just on the ground. And then eyes were missing, except for Jak's right eye. He was the only person that had an eye, and only his right eye. And I don't know why. I think it had to do with the bit of the goggles or something like that. But it was an interesting thing. So I could have maybe just like downloaded maybe like not the best ROM in the world, but it's, you know, an emulator. Okay. Whee. I also, in college, I really enjoy doing the Wind Waker randomizers because I can sit on my bed and just do that. And if there's any games, I know I have a request in the works for doing Mega Man. Like Mega Man 4, I think is what one of my followers said. He said, oh, that's the one he likes. Also, I'm holding straight throughout the whole thing, and I don't like that. Mostly Mega Man 3 or 4. If you guys have any suggestions for what game I should play next, please let me know in the comments. I do read them. So, I'll respond and like things. So let me know if there's a game that you want to see me play, and I will play it probably. Or if you're like, hey, try and speedrun this game. I really want to do the SpongeBob Rehydrated speedrun because of how simple that is to do. You just plug in two controllers. And then I don't want to do an actual like a speedrun for True Battle for Bikini Bottom, the old one, is like actually talented. Like that's more time than I want to invest in something right now. That's not like doing the Ratchet and Clank speedrun or Mario or continuing Ape Escapes. So I can only do Pumped and Primed, which, you know, isn't that huge of a community compared to the other Ape Escape games. So maybe,
Sure came in.
yeah, but a bit scary. You said that right. I had to quickly go over that. I'm trying to think what Ape Escape game, if I had to pick, which one would I want to start getting good at speedrunning. And don't kill me, thank you. It would probably be the second one because he has his little baby friend. The third one is really cool because you have like the superpowers, and that was the first Ape Escape game I beat. I had the demo for the first game, but the first one I beat was the third Ape Escape. Actually, the first one I beat was Pumpkin Prime. But after Pumpkin Prime, I don't know what happened there. I don't know why I was following Omega. Can we get off this, please? Yeah, we're just going up. First one I beat was Pumpkin Primed. Then I beat 3. Then I beat 2, and I'm halfway through 1. So I should finish 1. 3 I really enjoyed. The only thing with 3 I didn't like was the guy who was like a disco, who the boss that was Inspector, or the other monkeys. Wasn't a big fan of him, not gonna lie. Like, he was fine, he was a cool thing to add in, so that it wasn't just like white, red, blue, yellow, pink monkey? Yeah. White, red, blue, yellow. Yeah, those are the 5. I know there's 5 monkeys, I just forgot if I said 5 colors. Let's get over here. Also, I'd like to point out that ever since I started talking about Ape Escape, my ability to play this game has improved immensely. Yeah, I enjoyed that they added him so it wasn't like the same people over and over again since the previous game. But I think adding in the character selection, first off, cool feature, being able to pick between the boy and the girl, was, okay, it's telling me speed, but I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I shouldn't have trusted it. I should have gone flying. I should have trusted my gut.
No problem. Let's get moving.
And now I know. See, it tells me things like that all the time, this game, where it's like, oh yeah, use speed. I don't know why it wanted me to use speed there. It's like, I'm assuming triple jump was what they had in mind, but you can't triple jump out of that. So, your guess is good. Mine. Also, 26 lives. I'm happy with. I said I want to end. I'd be happy if I ended this with 27 lives, which I am not. I don't think that's gonna happen. I just don't want to restart now. Fire. Where was it? Oh yeah. So they had the boy girl, and the girl's ability was that like some of the monkeys really liked her music because she was a pop star. So she would get like free monkey captures essentially. So it was a little bit like playing on easy mode, but not exactly. It was like just a fun gimmick. I think there was like only like 1 or 2 hard-ish monkeys that had the attraction on. Otherwise, it was just kind of like the easy monkeys anyways. So you weren't actually missing out on the experience. The only one I remember that was like actually like a, oh wow, you lucky duck, was there was a knight. That wasn't hard by any means. Oh, I was supposed to jump there. All the way back here.
No problem. Let's get
There was a night that was not hard to beat, but it was like, that was like a scenario where I'm like, ah, the girl was better. And the boy doesn't have anything going for him, as far as like over the female character. But I thought that was a fine enough gimmick. I don't think they needed to add much of the other stuff that they did. I'm glad that they did, except for this In the end, I'm still glad they added him. I just wish they didn't have his weird fight. In the mech, I think the mech fight could have been better. Okay. But Ape Escape 2 was cool because you had the baby monkey. And Ape Escape 1 is just classic Ape Escape. They didn't need anything fancy because it was Ape Escape. The first game, if you didn't know, to mandate that you use both joysticks, actually. Every game leading up to it didn't require it. You could use just the D-pad. Because the PlayStation 1 originally only had a D-pad. And come on, camera, work with me. And the face buttons, so X, square, circle. So eventually they're like, oh, for the PlayStation 1 we'll add in these joysticks. Cool feature. But they added it in halfway through. So like developers and things like that still didn't like the idea of overcommitting to you have to have this specific controller to play our games. So they made their games all friendly for either controller. You could use the joystick to move around, but if you didn't have that controller, you weren't, you know, left to the creeks or the dogs. You could just, you know, use the D-pad. Ape Escape forced the D-pad because it used both joysticks. Because one joystick, if you played the game, is for movement, which you could put on the D-pad if you wanted to, but the other had get a look at this, please. Had your attacks and your swings. So instead of having your swings be on your face buttons and like your different attacks of that, your face buttons switched what items you had. So that's how that worked out. So you couldn't actually play the game unless you had the D-pad or the joysticks. So that's a little bit of fun history for you. And the PlayStation was the first game to have joysticks. So now you know. Now you're a little smarter, a little wiser, hopefully. That you know why Ape Escape has a dear spot in my heart, and should have a dear spot in a lot of people's hearts, because it used the joysticks. Which obviously gaming nowadays is heavily dependent on joysticks. Think about first-person shooters. Imagine playing. Sorry, it is late right now. Imagine playing Halo and things like that with a D-pad. It wouldn't be fun. Doom, although Doom originally was, you know, on the computer, and movement was hard to do in that game. It wasn't like Doom now, where you're running and jumping and doing all these fun, amazing things. It was a much simpler Doom guy.
First. Then you can have your revenge, Omega.
Ready all cannons.
Egg Albatross. I don't like this fight. I'm fine with the fight, like, the first couple phases, but, like, how many phases does this guy need? I also hate those cannons. I hate those cannons on the side because they actually don't do anything. Fun fact, if you destroy those cannons, he still attacks you just the same. Like those little like green thingies that you would expect to be coming from said cannons don't actually come from said cannons. They just are there. Ooh, I hit him. Okay, can I have my ring? Thank you. Level up. Cool. Bring him in close. Don't you fall off on me, ring. It is leaving me, and I've died. 25 lives. Let's go.
We have to get it, no matter what. All right?
Jump. You know, we take it.
I'll take it from here.
I'm figuring I should probably just like upgrade my characters and stuff first. I'm doing damage. And then worry about him, but you know. It's easy to get carried away. Especially when you have, well, like one ring left. Okay. Cool, he has 2. I don't use Sonic though, or I don't use Shadow for much with this fight. Bring me close. If I can get. Oh boy. Cool. If I was gonna say, like, if I can get close, actually, I can take some shots. Thank you. Alright, one ring. 2 rings. 3 rings. Cool. Now I just need him to come close. And then I can obliterate him with, I guess, Shadow. So I guess I want you more middle. Well, what happens if we stick this way? Is there like more opportunities for rings? Okay. Okay. Also, we'll do this now. Might as well. I don't see why we wouldn't. I should have gone the other way.
I'll take it from here.
Okay, cool. We'll have that biz done. And while we're also standing like perpendicular. Or parallel, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know my So much screaming. Jump over you. I just find it hard to care. I don't really care about shadows. I care about that one. I care about that one. Come on. Whee! I'll just keep doing that. I'll get 3 stars on my character. And then we'll fight. Cool. That's 2. I do want him being 3 as well, because then he can take out certain people better. There we go. Jump. And jump. Okay, well this is a different part of the map. Just keep throwing things. Get all those rings back. Okay. Ooh. Nice. Ooh, and if we pop it right here, we'll hit it and time will freeze, and then I can... Pop it. There we go. Now we're down to the blimp.
I know. You be careful too.
Whee! Yeah. Yeah. And switch this over. I realize I could potentially get another life and stuff too by going the other way, but I could also die again. And I just want to get my, Yep. So weak. Shoot these guys out. There we go. And throw that. Oh my gosh, you need one more hit. Okay. Handle it smartly. There we go. And now we're down to this. And if we shadow, run, pop it. There we go. Pop it, lock it, drop it. Oh, thank goodness. Apparently I didn't even need to fight him. Oh my gosh. It's been 2 hours already. Whew. We'll do a quick water break in between this and getting the Chaos Emeralds.
Did you forget who I am, Doctor?
And or I'll just switch over to my other account because I don't want to farm for that Chaos Emerald actually. Wow, it's Chaos collecting data on you. Who could have guessed?
Let's go.
A robot Shadow.
Ultimate life form data has been copied.
Shadow is the ultimate life form.